Hello and welcome to Let's Translate. In this class, we'll be taking up where we left off in the Yotsuba manga. As you can see over to my side here, I have the manga showing. And throughout class, I'll zoom in and point out what we're going over. And I'll be explaining all of the vocabulary and grammar in these pages. And below me, I will be copying and pasting in all the definitions, so if I'm ever going too fast or you can't quite hear something, you can go ahead and pause the video and see what I'm going over. Would that help out? So where we last left off here, Yotsuba woke up to find that her dad was gone. So she's looking all over the house and finds him doing a funny dance at the top of the stairs. And they run off to get their asa meshi, which is their breakfast. And that's where we are right now. So diving in, we have this first part here, which is umai. Kyou no misoshiro wa Nobel shou mono da. So umai is this is tasty. And kyou is today. And then no is making that describe, linking it to this miso shiro. And that's miso soup. So today's miso soup, wa as for that makes it the topic. And then this Nobel shou is Nobel Prize. You know, that Nobel is in English, and this is in katakana because it's a loan word. And then shou here just means prize. And then mono just means it's a thing. It's like the thing. The soup is a Nobel Prize. And then da here is declarative. He's like, ahaha, you na. It's don't say that. You is just to say, and this na here is making it negative. So he's embarrassed or whatever. It's oh, don't say that, it's not that good. Then here we are. Uh-oh. Got this ko. It's she's tipping over the glass, it's clinking, and then da, it's all the water spilling out. She's oh no. But no. Papa doesn't mind. Don't mind, don't mind. And this is essentially it's don't mind. It's kind of an English slang thing that they'll use over there. It's don't worry about it. It's not a problem. But Yotsuba also doesn't know what that means. So she's nanda? Sore nanda? Nanda's what? And sore is that. So what's that? And he's explaining. It's kinisun natte koto da. So kinisun, this is a slangy version of kirisuru. So if you want to say it faster, instead of bothering to say suru, you just say soon. So kinisun, and that means to mind or to care about. And this na here is making it negative, so it's to not care about or don't mind. And then te here is the casual quoting particle, so it's kind of putting it in quotes, when you want to say that. And then koto is kind of nominalizing it, it's the event. It's the event when you want to say don't mind. That's what don't mind is. And then da here is just declarative. He's saying that's how it is. And on to the next page we have more. Don't mind, don't mind. Don't worry about it. She's totally into it. So next we have this. Jibun de fuku, just the ones up here. It's so jibun is oneself, and then de is the means of an action, it's by yourself. And then fuke is the imperative form of fuku, which is to wipe or clean off. And fuku is a godan ku ending word. So to make it to its imperative form, its command form, you take that u based ending and change it to its a based ending. So fuku becomes our fuke. So he's clean it yourself. He's oh, okay. And next we have this. Gochiso-sama deshita. And then gochiso-san. So gochiso-sama, it's just something polite. You say after meals, thanks for the food. And then deshita, this is the past form of des, which kind of makes it a little bit more polite. And this is a slightly less polite form. It's gochiso-san. But your suffixes. Sama is a really polite suffix, and san is a less polite suffix. It's kind of Mr. But you can use it in other ways, as we see here. So they're both pretty much just saying, thanks for the food, but this way is more polite than this one. And next, we have Satte, which is like well then. Yotsuba. Tochan, which means like daddy. This is like a really informal way of saying otosan, because you're dropping the o from otosan is an honorific, so you're dropping that, which will make it tosan, which is less polite. And then that of san, we're changing that to a less polite suffix of chan, so which is kind of like saying daddy or papa almost. And then this wa is making it the topic of the sentence, so like as for daddy, koko here, and then nannichi is like how many days, and mo is like even, so like how many days like here, amari, not very, nettenai, which is the teinai form of neru, which means like to slow down to sleep, to like, you know, lie down, have a nice bed rest. So to make that to its teiru form, it is ichiran. So you take that du, and then you change it to iru, and then you add that inai, or just nai for right here. So this teinai, it's like the negative garan, so you weren't doing that thing. So it's like he hasn't been sleeping much at all for the past couple days. So next he's all kino mo zenzen nettenai. So kino is yesterday, mo is also, and zenzen, when it's in a negative form here like that, it means not at all. And we have this nettenai again, which is neru ichidan verb, changes to nette, and you add on that nai. So nettenai is not sleeping, so it's like he's not sure how long it's been. He definitely didn't sleep yesterday. He's like, oh, it's not good. And now he's being super dramatic. So he's all, dakara, ore wa mou dame da. So dakara is therefore, and ore is like me or I, and that's like a super masculine way of saying it. And then wa makes that the topic of the sentence, like as for me, mo, it's like already. Dame is no good, and then da is like just the declarative. So it's like, therefore, I'm no good. I'm all done. This is the end of me. Like say that a lot in anime. Especially this next part he's gonna say. Really wraps it up for like, oh, I'm dead. It's up to you from now on. Because here he's all, mo neru, which is like the mo we had before, which is like already. And then neru was to sleep. So it's like, oh, I'm already asleep. Then ato wa tanomu. So it's like ato is after, wa makes that the topic of the sentence, and then tanomu is like to take care of, or like I entrust it to you. So he's like, oh, mo dame da, I'm done for. After this, it's up to you, Yotsuba. Only you can take on the legacy. So she's surprisingly happy about this. Wakatta! It's like that is the past form of wakaru, which is to be understood, like to comprehend, so she knows. And to make it past form, that is a godan, new ending verb. So you take that new and change it to a tiny two and a ta. So wakaru becomes wakatta. And this like tiny two is just like a space. Instead of like wakatta, it's wakatta. So it's like, I got it, I understand. Then Tochan is papa. So Tochan wa Yotsuba ga nemuri sashite. So Tochan papa again, and wa makes that the topic of the sentence. Then Yotsuba is her name, so it's like me, and ga makes that the subject of the sentence. And then this nemuri is to sleep, and this sashite is like saseru, which is to allow someone to do. So it's like, I will let you sleep. Like as for dad, Yotsuba will let you sleep. And she's messing up like all the conjugations here a bit. She keeps going on the different forms of neru. So we have this like nemurarase. It should be like more like nemuraseru, which is like, if you take off the do, it just makes nemuraseru to its ma stem, which is like to put to sleep. So he's like, you know, I'll let you sleep, put you to sleep. And like this nemu sa rashi. So nemu-sa is like sleepiness. That's the sa form of nemui, which lots of these are all nemui, nemui, nemu, to sleep. And then this sa, like it's like the degree or condition is kind of like ness, so sleepiness. And for that you would take the e and you change it to sa, like right here. And then nashi is like appearing to be that, so it looks like you're sleepy. And then nemu, you're just like another more nemu. She just keeps saying the same thing in different forms. And then we have nero. It's like, don't yell, he's trying to sleep. And this is the imperative form of neru, which again, to sleep, to lie down, to go to bed. That's ichidan verb here, so you take off that ru and change it to ro. So neru becomes nero, and that's like commanding him to sleep. And this B is like biku. Shizuka ni shite kure. It's like, please do it quietly. So yeah, this shizuka ni is like calmly or gently. And then this shite kure. This is the te plus kure form with like, yeah, kureru or kure. So suru just becomes shite. It's an irregular verb, so you have to memorize that. And then you just add on this kure, which makes it like an informal request, a little bit like a manly request. They're like a brusque way of saying that. So it's like, please do it quietly. And then again, we have this wakata again, which is the past form of wakaru. Just like to understand. So it is a go-down-nu ending verb. So we take off that nu and change it to this tiny two with a ta. So wakaru becomes wakata. For our next one. This part is really cute. This is Yotsubako. It's a combination of Yotsuba, which is her name, and Hako, which means box. So this is her box. Next we have Soda, which is just like, that's it, or let's see. So we have, zoom in, 今日は四つ葉の箱四つ箱をかっこよくしよ. So 今日 is today. Wa makes up the topic of the sentence. So as for today, 四つ葉, and then no is possessive, and then hako is box. So 四つ葉の箱 is 四つ葉's box. And then o makes that the direct object. And then かっこよく is the adverbial form of kako, kakoyoi, which is like just means cool or neat. And to make it like adverb, you like change the e to ku. That's why it's not kakoyoi, it's kakoyoku, and shio is like let's do that. So it's like, how will we make my box cool today? Look at all this stuff in there. It's like, ooh, she's got her pen. So she's doodling on her box. So this is like the cute, the like squeak of the marker. And here she's saying, this is a weird thing. She's saying jurarumin, which is like a type of metal. It's a little bit weird. I'm wondering if she's like pronouncing it wrong. She maybe means like a type of flower, or like Doraemon, a really bad pronunciation of that. And then kakko, it's like she's starting off to say like, oh, it's cool. Like she gets cut off by the ping pong, which is the ding dong of the doorbell. So she's all, oh, Jumbo kita no ka? It's like, oh, just surprised. And then Jumbo is the name of one of the people in the show. It's like a friend of her dad. And then kita is the past form of kuru, like to come. So came, did Jumbo came? Has he come? And then no is like making it a question, and ka is a question too. So it's kind of like, oh, did Jumbo come here yet? She's wondering. But we'll have to find that out in the next episode. I gotta leave it here. Thanks for coming. Please subscribe. I hope you guys learned a lot, had a little fun. See you next time. Mata ne!